Hello and welcome to the Skoda Superb. This is the 1.8 liter, 132 kilowatt DSG estate version. I will show that later on. This car is the Elegance, which means it has quite a lot of options as standard. For example, half leather, half Alcantara seats. Of course, heated seats, basically everything you would need on a day-to-day basis. And now this car is actually quite well spec'd. It has the adaptive cruise control, the bigger navigation screen, Columbus I think it was. It also has full leather seats with ventilation, which I have to say I really like. I'm very surprised with the leather quality. For example, in BMWs you get the Dakota leather and it's much more grainy, it's not as soft as this leather. I actually quite like the seat position, although I wish the seats could be more supportive. They are very relaxing. The DSG gearbox, only praise can be said about this particular gearbox. The gear changes are smooth. You can't even feel them downshifts or upshifts, doesn't matter, they're all good. Oh, this car has the lane assist. That's awesome. I didn't notice it before. It basically drives itself if the road. This is awesome. I've never driven a car with lane assist before. Lane assist is really weird. It helps you, but it sort of feels like somebody's taking control of the car, and it doesn't feel very natural. For example, if I steer here, it won't recognize it. Estonian roads are built very poorly, and basically this system needs really good lines to recognize. But if I go here, nope. One thing I can't say I really like are the instrument dials and the center display. They could have made it a bit larger, I guess. The center screen is, I don't know, it's the same from Audis in the 2000s, 2001, etc. I think the color screen was introduced maybe 2004, I guess. Basically the same. I can't see much difference. So that's a letdown. Okay, so the lane assist now works again. Let's try not to steer the car much. Let's see. It basically does itself. But it's weird, it's so weird. Okay, a corner is coming. What will happen? And the car will steer itself, and it will keep in the middle of the lane. Okay, take over steering. So it will. Okay. Okay, you can't rely on the system entirely, but I guess when you are doing something other than driving and you're not paying attention, this might be really helpful. This is really cool. I like it. I must have it on my next car. I really like the big screen. This is an optional Columbus navigation system, but it's responsive and it actually works quite well. I'm an iPhone user myself, and most of the cars I drive, I find the navigation system basically pointless. Try to make a quick tour on the outside. This has the white paint. I think it's metallic, not quite sure. looking really lovely. The automatic tailgate is really nice. This car also has the optional raised boot. Basically, it means you can have a flat bed all the way. Easily press this button to open and close. The wind is killing me, but as I said, this car has comfort access, which means you can come in and out with the key in your pocket. To start it, you just need to push this button. This is my driving position. There's loads of leg room back here. Nice handrest, also in leather. This is a really nice place to sit. I wish the ceiling was also finished in black, but I guess that's an option. I can't say I really like the rubber floor mats. I know they're practical and all, but they just look awful. So just put it in D. And we are off. Very nice actually, it pulls nicely. I believe it has 320 Newton meters. Or something like that. The gearbox works flawlessly compared to, for example, the Passat, which is its main rival. I just cannot justify the Passat's bigger price tag. It feels just as nice in this Skoda, although it doesn't have the badge, but do you really need it? I can see why this car is the car of the year in Estonia. As of options, leather seats with seat ventilation and heating were a €630 option. I mean, that's a bargain. That's a bargain in anybody's mind. If I would have insured a 5 Series, for example, a 520i, which is basically the same as this car, I'm guessing it would cost me around €100 a month. But for this car, it's under €40 a month. I really like the interior quality. Everything feels well built and solid, and for this kind of money you really can't ask for anything more than that. You really feel the fact that this car is a very long car. When looking out of the rear view mirror, I mean the rear window is like a kilometer away. I really like the sound of this engine. It's kind of meaty, as they would say. It's 1.8, but it really sounds good. You can switch the heated seats and the cooled seats on and off just by pushing this button. As you can see, if you have both heated and ventilated, it will signal it with red and blue lighting. Let's just put the heating off. But But yeah, all in all, it's a very nice car. You can't do much better in this price range. There are some details that do annoy me, but they're very small. And if you have requests or want me to drive with a specific car, just let me know and I will try to make it happen. Thank you for watching. There will be many more videos to come. See you again, guys. Bye.